Hello guys and welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to talk about the items that I would not buy in 2023. So yeah, let's get into the video. If you're new to my channel, my name is Marlene and I do videos and vlogs about luxury fashion, handbags and shoes. So if that's something you like, please consider subscribing to my channel and click the notification bell so you don't miss any of my videos. So for today's video, we are going to talk about items that I am not buying in 2023. And this video is inspired by Cassie. I think it is very good to make a no-buy list so you know which items that you are going to avoid, because you could easily get carried away. Like for example me, I get so easily carried away, and most of these items is items that I feel that is an impulse buy or something that I haven't thought about, that I am not using that much and I think that it isn't worth it. So let's start with the things that I would not buy in 2023. And the first item on my list is Shearling Slippers. And the reason for that is because I have more than enough. I think I have 4 or 5 pairs of Shearling slippers, and even though I really love them, I feel that I want to buy more every time they come in another colorway or from a different brand. I would love to get them, especially from Hermes if it is the Cypress sandals in Shearling. I have 2 pairs now and I don't need any more. They are my home slippers. Currently now I'm only using my beige ones because the white ones I got them for Christmas, so I am a little bit afraid of using them. So the ones that I'm currently using at home is my beige pink ones, and I only have 2 feet, so I don't need a 6th or 7th pair of Shearling slippers. I am going to avoid buying them this year. And also when we are talking about slippers, I'm also going to avoid buying sandals this year because I have a lot of them. And here in Norway it isn't the greatest weather in the summertime. So most of my slippers aren't used that much, and I don't need more because I'm not using the ones that I have already. So I cannot justify buying more of them. And so that's also something that I will avoid. It is going to be really hard for me because I really love Shearling. There is something with it. I think it is the way that they look, that they are soft and everything like that, that makes me just want to buy them. But I will avoid that in 2023. I don't need more of them, and they are quite expensive, so it's so unnecessary to use more money on shoes that you are just going to have in your shelf and not using. Then I would rather have a bag than Shearling slippers that only sits on my shelf. So yeah, that was the first item. And the second item is Twillys. And the reason why I am not going to buy Twillys this year is because I have more than enough. As I also have said earlier, is that I prefer my bags without Twillys. I don't use them that much, but I use them on certain occasions when, for example, I'm going for a longer day trip or something like that. I use it to protect the handles, but more than that, I don't use them. And I think last time I checked, I think I have 7 or 8, I don't know. But it is more than enough. I have at least 1 or 2 for each bag. So now I am going to stop in 2023. The only exception that I will make for this is because I have fallen in love with a Twilly that's going to come very soon in the store, and that's because I want 2 of these. That's because I don't have a full set for my Birkin, and I am a little bit missing that because I really like when they have the same colors and the same pattern. It makes it a lot more subtle and it doesn't look that crazy, and I think it looks better when you have a set than, for example, 2 Twillys that really crashes together. For example, one in red and one in blue. I think when you have those 2 colors on different handles on the Birkin, it can look a little bit weird. That's only my personal opinion. So that's the only exception that I'm going to have for this no-buy list, because I feel that I have more than enough and I'm not using them, especially not on an everyday basis. I use them just occasionally, and for that it is a little bit unnecessary to have so many. That was the second item that I would not buy in 2023. The next category is something that I bought a little bit from last year and also this year actually, but after that I'm not going to buy any more of it. and it is custom jewelry, and the reason why I don't want to buy it is because I feel that it isn't worth it, because the jewelry will not last. They will get ugly after some years. They will not last, like for example fine jewelry with gold does. So therefore I feel it is a lot more worth to buy fine jewelry over custom jewelry, and especially when the custom jewelry is so pricey, because it isn't the biggest difference between the prices for custom jewelry and fine jewelry. So I feel it is a lot more worth it, and also I love to wear my jewelry every day and not take it off, and with custom jewelry you have to do that to keep them nice for a longer time. You can of course just leave them on, but then they will be very quickly ruined. So I don't feel it is worth it, and yeah, it isn't something that I am going to buy for a long time, I think. Maybe if it's something very special, but it has to be very, very special for me to buy it, because I just don't feel it is worth it. So yeah. And the next category is something that I feel would be the hardest for me to resist, and it is not to impulse buy something that's on sale because it is on sale. So let me explain more about this. So this is when I see an item that I haven't thought about, that I haven't seen before, that isn't something that I would imagine myself buying full price. I would only buy it because it is on sale. That's something that I just need to control myself on, because every time I see a sale or anything like that, I'm just going crazy. I don't know what's happening to me, but I'm so crazy when it comes to sales. But I feel I am saving money because I am buying it on sale. But in the end, I'm just spending, and the things that I have bought on sale is something that I end up not wearing. A good example here is my Bottega slippers. They were on sale. Have I used them? No. I think I have used them 2 or 3 times. Maybe. They aren't my style at all, but they were so cool, and I just wanted to treat myself and bought them on sale. I just need to stop doing that, because I would rather save my money to buy something else that I really want than buying the shoes that I would use 3 times, and now they are just sitting in the closet collecting dust, and I don't know what I will do with them. So yeah, I will try to be better at impulse control when it comes to items on sale. Of course, if it is anything that I have been eyeing for a long time before it went on sale, I will of course get it, but these are the items that I have never ever seen and never imagined myself buying, that I am buying just because they are on sale. And over to the next category is something similar to this, because I get easily carried away as I do with the sales, but this is trendy bags, and this is kind of more specific than trendy bags, because there are a few trendy bags that I really want, that I have been eyeing for a long time, that I think is a good buy, but some new bags aren't good at all to buy. And I have an expensive example here. I bought the Dior Vibe Hobo bag last year. I haven't worn it once. I sold it, I think it was 2 weeks after my birthday, because I got it for my birthday. I didn't wear it, I didn't do anything with it. Right away when it came, I felt that it wasn't something that would work for me, so therefore I sold it. I think it was only 2 weeks after I got it, and I didn't get my money back at all. So I really learned a lesson with buying it bags, because I really thought that the Dior Vibe Hobo bag would be the it bag, because the bag was all over Instagram and everything. I really thought it would be the next it bag. It flopped. It really flopped, so I would never ever buy any it bag that I'm not sure about anymore, just because they are popular. I need to try them on and see if they work for me, because with the Vibe Hobo bag it didn't work for me. The strap was too short and the design was very weird. I didn't like it, so I'm never going to buy any trendy bags without knowing that I really love them. So that's something that I'm going to take with me in 2023. I'm not going to buy any trendy bags that I'm not sure about. And over to the next category, it is beauty items. This is something that I have been bad at, I think, all of my life, but one thing that I'm going to be better at this year is not buying any makeup stuff impulsively. And with that I mean that I I'm going to a beauty store and I get so easily carried away and pushed over, and most of the times the items end up don't working for me because they are in the wrong shade or because they are for another skin type or anything like that. Most of the times the products are bad. This happened actually to me last week because then I broke my setting powder and I went to a beauty store and I explained what I wanted and they sold me something completely different, and that has happened to me so many times. I'm not going to impulse buy any makeup, skincare product anymore. I think that was the last drop for me to just say no, I'm not going to do that anymore. I have thrown a lot of makeup away because it is just sitting in the vanity, and in the end I end up throwing it because it is expired and goes bad, and I don't want to do that anymore because now I will do my research before I buy a product. I'm not going to do that anymore. It is just a bad habit. I think just because they work there, they know everything that's good for me, but they don't necessarily do. And for that reason, I think it will be better if I do the research before I am going to the beauty store and buying it. So that's something that I need to be better on, and hopefully I will not do any more beauty mistakes this year. And now we have come to my last item on my no-buy list, and it is silk scarf. As you might know, I just recently got one from Hermes, but this one also applies for every luxury brand because I don't use silk scarf that much. I have two now and it is more than I need because I don't use them that often. So this year I will not buy more silk scarf because I don't need more. I think it is a waste of money to buy more than you actually need. So I'm not going to buy more of that this year. I just feel it isn't worth it. So therefore I would not buy it. Even though there are so many silk scarf that I think is beautiful, but it isn't me. I don't use silk scarves on a regular basis. So therefore I cannot justify buying more. I have one that I haven't used once. So I need to use them more before I feel it is worth it for me to buy another one. And yeah, so I think a common thing about all the things on my no-buy list for this year is that I feel it is useless, and also that I feel that I have more than enough. And I am a fan of buying things that you will use. I would rather buy something that I would use every day than something that I wouldn't use at all or sometimes. So therefore I feel this is a good way to reflect on what things are you buying that are unnecessarily. In that way you can be more mindful about what you are buying, and especially for me, I need to just pause my impulse buyer because I am so impulsive and I have done so many mistakes from impulse buying. So that's something that I need to work on. And yeah, that was my no-buy list for this year. I hope you guys enjoyed, and also let me know in the comments if there are any things that you will not buy this year. I'm very curious to hear that as well. So let me know in the comments. And thank you so much for watching. If you are not done watching me yet, here is another video, and goodbye.